What's up, you guys? It is your boy Trey, man, and I got something, really encouraging, really inspiring, and really helpful that a lot of us really want to take, soak in, and realize, you know, and that is the best version of ourselves, the version of ourselves that God has created us to be, is one step away, you know? One thing that I would really highly encourage us to do, man, is when you wake up in the morning, don't play no music. Don't start overthinking. Don't start, complaining about your work schedule or your school schedule. Don't start to overthinking. Don't hop to thinking about the pain of what happened yesterday. Just take a minute. Just take a moment, man. Quiet, silence. You know, sit down, pour your heart out to God. And really imagine the best version of yourself. What does that look like? Give that to the Father. Give that to the Creator of all living things. Ask Him to help you and to guide you with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what does that look like to you? And then be honest with yourself. What are steps that I need to do to get to this point of my life that I need to be at? What do I need to do to get to this point in my life that is going to be helpful and beneficial to my well-being? What do I have to do to get to this point in my life to overcome my bad habits, to become more successful in my life? However that may look like to you, because a lot of us, we struggle with being honest with ourselves. A lot of us, we struggle with facing the music. A lot of us, we struggle with stepping outside of our comfort zones. But these are the very key components to help us to become the person that God has designed us to be. You know what I'm saying? God said He came for us to have life and to have life abundantly. And what does that look like? To have a great and positive attitude throughout the good and the bad, to be prosperous in whatever God has said for you to do. You know what I'm saying? To have a fulfilling life. A lot of us, we need that fulfilling life. A lot of us, we walk around here, we feel empty, we're stuck with our redundant, and self-defeating thoughts and habits. And a lot of us are not happy with how we live in. A lot of us are struggling with certain things. A lot of us are still carrying bad habits, that we should have cut. A lot of us know deep down within ourselves that we're sabotaging our own future and well-being. But we just try to ignore that. We try to suppress that. We don't want to hear that, you know? But the thing about it is, when we be honest with ourselves, in order to get to where we need to be, in order to get to that best version of ourselves, when we confess it to God and ask for His help and guidance, success is imminent, one step away, one prayer away. You know? If you want something from God, if you ask God for success, if you ask God for a successful life, if you want to ask God to help you be the best you that you could possibly be, right? Then you have to be willing to make the sacrifices for that. You know what I'm saying? And we have to be honest here, because the Most High, for example, the Most High is not going to bless you with $1 million if you have poor money management and you're not willing to step outside your comfort zone to make that happen. The Most High is not going to bless you with a successful life if you're not willing to take risks and sacrifices, if you're not willing to endure the rainy days and the hard times, in order to become that person that He has designed for you to be. There's certain habits we're going to have to cut. There's certain sins we're going to have to dead. There's certain things that we're going to have to do to reach the other side, to be that best version of ourselves, to live that fulfilling life, that fulfilling and successful life that God has for us, y'all. But it's well worth it. It's well worth it, because a lot of us, the life that we're living now, we know that it's not it. We know that it's not fulfilling. We know that we feel empty on the inside. We know that there's so much more that we can do. But we capping on ourselves. We're not going 100%. Each and every single day we wake up, we doing 20%. We doing the bare minimum. And we only hurting ourselves. We're only sabotaging our own future. A lot of us, we notorious for lying to ourselves. But we only hurting our own soul. We're only hurting our own future. You know? Like, there's so much that God has in store for us, y'all. So much. So much. But a lot of us, we're not hungry for it. We don't want it. We don't want it like how we say we want it. And this is the time we really got to sit down. Take that time. Visualize that best version of you that you can possibly be. Talk to God about it and ask for his strength, ask for his grace, and ask for his guidance and help to make it happen. Like I said before, the life that we want, the life that we need for ourselves is one step away, one prayer away. God says anything you ask in his name, it shall be done unto you according to his will. God's will is the best thing that we could ever want in this life. One of the greatest things that our minds can't even conceive that. And it's literally one prayer away, y'all. One prayer. One prayer. The life that we want, the life that we need, the life that God has designed for us to acquire is one prayer, one step away. You know? Let's not sell ourselves short. Let's not cap. Let's not give ourselves 20%. We should be giving ourselves 100%. Let's invest in this temple and this spirit that God has blessed us with. Let's invest in our Creator. Let's invest in his plan for our lives. Let's invest in the success and the fulfillment that he has, that he's waiting, that he's itching to give us. A lot of us are not ready for the things that we're praying for, man. A lot of us ain't ready for that. You know, but this is why we really got to sit down, take that time to visualize and to work towards the will that God has for us, which is the greatest thing ever. I can't even stress that enough, y'all. You know, and like I said before, a lot of us don't really realize how close success really is. A lot of us think that, we're too far gone. A lot of us think that we can't break certain habits. A lot of us, are too comfortable. And that's our problem. And this is why we really got to sit down, take that time, give it to God, be honest with ourselves, and let's stop pushing forward, man. Let's stop pushing forward. We only have one life. We come here, we come in this life with a purpose. There are people out here that are depending on what you have. There are people out there that God has designed for you to have an impact on them. There are people out there that need you. You know what I'm saying? There are certain things that God wants you. There are blessings that God wants for you to have, but we need to be ready for it, y'all. There are certain things that God needs us to cut because it's getting us in trouble, y'all. It's messing with our souls. It's messing with our fate, our destiny, our salvation. You feel me? And these things that we gotta cut, these things that we gotta dead in order to acquire the best that God has for us. And it shouldn't be anything less than that. Every day we wake up, what are ways, what are small steps, what are some strategies that we can do to give each and every single day and to give God our 100% best? You know what I'm saying? And I pray this for each and every single one of us, man. We can do it. With God's help, we can do it. But let's start getting serious today, y'all. Let's get serious about our future. Let's get serious about our salvation. Let's get serious for the life that God has waiting to give us. Let's get serious about our Creator. God is more invested in our success than we are. God is more caring and more serious about our future than we are for our own future. You know what I'm saying? Let's match the energy, y'all. We can do it. We're greater than what we think we are. We are made in the image of God. God knows what we're capable of. Deep down inside, we know what we're capable of. Let's stop the cap and let's get serious about our future and the life that God has for us and his will for us, y'all. Once again, it's your boy Trey. Have a wonderful day. Be blessed and be easy.
There's this place you come to, and I'm a Christian, so I think at the end of my life, I want the Lord to go, hey, well done, good and faithful servant. But I also think he's going to go, hey, by the way, this is who you could have been. I think he introduces you to the person you are capable of becoming. I really believe that at the end of your life, you're going to get introduced to the person you could have been, you were destined to be, that he made you to be. And so I'm chasing that dude. Every day I'm chasing that dude. That's the pull power for me. Every decision I make, the things I go through in my life, whether I'm going to go to the gym, whether I'm going to make a phone call, how I'm going to eat, does it get me closer to that guy? Because I think the best end of a life is well done by the Lord, and you're identical twins with that person. The bad end of a life would be, I meet this man I could have been, and we're total strangers. I mean, we're just complete opposites. I know nothing about this guy. There's no familiarity at all, and it means that I went down these easy roads. I took the comfortable road. The comfortable road will never lead you to the person you are destined to be, ever in your life.